Hi, my name's Matt Brown. I'm the Director of Coaching, Goalkeeping here at Charlotte Independent Soccer Club. And with me, I have Blythe Clark, Riley Pickles, and Grayson Marlow. All right, Blythe, why don't you tell us a little about yourself?
Hi, I'm Blythe Clark. I'm a goalkeeper for the national program at Charlotte Independent, and I've been here since Youth Academy.
I'm Riley Pickles. I also play in the national program at Independence, and I've been here since Youth Academy as well.
I'm Grayson Marlow. I've been in the national program, I'm a national program goalkeeper, and I've been in Charlotte Independence for about 3 years.
Awesome, awesome. So Blythe, we're going to start off with you. All right, what made you become a goalkeeper?
In Youth Academy, everybody just kind of rotated, and I liked it, and I was good at it, and so I just kind of kept going.
What'd you like about it?
I liked being in control, and just the adrenaline of making a big save.
Oh, nice, nice. There's a lot of adrenaline, obviously, in the position. Riley, what made you become a goalkeeper?
I used to play basketball, and defense is kind of my big thing. So, like with Blythe said, we rotated, and I love the defensive part. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Riley's basketball career was shortly lived when she started to excel in the position here at the club. Grayson, how long have you been a part of our goalkeeping program here?
Since I started.
Since you started?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part about it?
Making big saves and just letting my team stay in the game.
Yeah, so feeling like you want to be a part in the moments, being a goalkeeper, all the moments are so important for you,
Yeah.
right? Blythe, why do you like playing the position?
I like being a goalkeeper because I feel like I can be a voice on the field and a leader, and it's just fun.
Yeah, it is fun. Riley, looking back, what was the first time you played in goal?
Oh gosh, when I was
And why?
9. And honestly, it's probably because I didn't want to run. I probably was playing on the field and I got tired, and I said, "Coach, put me in the back."
It kind of explains your fitness test as we go out throughout the year, so it all makes sense, right? All right, can you remember your first moment in goal, Grayson?
Yeah, it was probably Denver United.
Denver United, huh?
I wasn't really good at shooting, so they just put me in goal, and that's where I played well. And then I split halves and became a defender.
See, I like that. See, for me, same thing. Goalkeeper didn't show up, 12 years old, never stopped playing after that. All right, so it's all about moments and timing. Blythe, if you had to give advice to, say, one of our Youth Academy goalkeepers, or someone that wants to be a goalkeeper, what would you give them? What kind of advice would you give them?
I don't know, just have fun. Because if you ever give yourself too much of a hard time, then you'll get even more in your head, and it won't you won't play well. So when you have fun, you play your best. So.
And you definitely know this from experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little too much.
A little too much.
That's all well and good. Riley, if you had a role model in the position, who would it be? Now putting you on the spot.
Probably Alyssa Nair,
Oh, okay.
just because of how much she shows up for the national team, in the big moments. She handles herself well.
Good, good. Grayson, who would be your role model in net, and it can't be Unana?
This sucks. Probably Neuer or my dad.
Oh, I like that. Why Neuer?
He's just really a really good goalkeeper, makes big saves, doesn't really have that many mistakes, very consistent, good with his feet. My idol has always been Neuer because Grandpa's a Bayern Munich fan, always watched games with him.
That's awesome. Good goalkeeper to look up to, right? Now, why your dad? I know your dad played the position at a pretty high level.
He's always really good. He's taught me everything I know.
Yeah.
He's just been my idol.
Nice. Good, good. So looking back, we'll go with you, Blythe. Any coach, whether in the goalkeeping program, whether it maybe a team coach, had given you any kind of advice you stick with day in and day out when you play?
Well, you always tell me not to think. That helps a lot.
And why do I tell you not to think?
Because I think too much.
Yeah, exactly.
And you say to be a goldfish.
Yeah, you got to be
That
a
one
goldfish.
too. But,
All right.
Yeah.
Riley, what do you do after you concede or make a mistake that lets you get back level with the moment?
So as the ball's coming up to half, I'm sitting there and I'm like, what could I have done better? Where was the breakdown? But then after it's kicked off, you just got to forget about it and say, okay, I'm going to step up for the next save, because you can't go back and change it.
You can't go back and change it. And I think it's, for you guys, all such important part of our national program, right? Though that kind of advice is important, especially when we talk to younger goalkeepers. So Grayson, if you look kind of back on your journey so far, you're younger in the program, right? What have you enjoyed the most?
Making big saves and carrying my team.
Yeah.
Just keeping them in the game, or at least trying to.
Yeah. And what do you, I would say for you, if you had to give advice to, say, a younger goalkeeper in our youth academy, something maybe you took from the early stages, what would it be?
If you ever make a mistake, it doesn't matter. Just keep playing.
Yeah.
You can never, I mean, you can make too many mistakes, but you just got to forget about all of them.
Good, good. Blythe, this goes to you. Any particular moments you can remember where you truly made a difference in your team?
Last summer in Seattle, I had like a really good tournament. We went to PKs twice and I made 3 saves. And it was just like, it was really fun. My team did really well, I did really well, and it was just really good.
Yeah, it's always fun to feel a part, right? Because sometimes in our position, we usually feel the negative effect, right? The emotions, the downward spiral of it, we really don't feel the excitement. We know that internally and how to build that. If you think of one part of your game, Riley, that you improved drastically over your time in the last couple of years, what would it be? And why?
I kind of have 2. So I'd say first my leadership and just understanding when to constructively criticize my teammates in front of me and when to like lift them up. I think that comes with playing with the same girls for a lot of the time I've been here. And then like physically, I'd say crosses in the air and understanding they're really hard to read. So kind of getting into the rhythm of understanding how to read it and when to come out versus when to stay and how to communicate it to my teammates.
Yeah. Grayson, what's one of the hardest things about the position that maybe a field player or a team coach might not understand?
Getting scored on and having to deal with it.
Yeah.
Like, you're expected to save every shot. There are some goals that you can't save and you get blamed for them.
So the emotional side, right? We have to deal with that. Me as a coach, I have to deal with that with staff members, right? I think it's important that we kind of educate each other on the fact that if you haven't played the position, sometimes you don't understand the ins and outs, right? And educating our coaching staff that way, but also I think especially dealing with you two down there is sometimes learning that sometimes coaches just want to vent and be on the goalkeeper and not really know the moment it might have been a mistake and it really wasn't the goalkeeper's fault. Blythe, what do you think you have done as a how you've grown as a goalkeeper? What part of your game has really drastically changed?
I think my leadership as well, because I used to be really quiet and I almost like felt bad for like giving constructive criticism, but like it's like essential as a goalkeeper. And my decision making too on like crosses and 1v1s, like when to stay and when to go, it just comes with playing more. But I feel like that's where I've improved a lot.
Excellent. And this question is going to be for all of you guys. Grayson, we'll start with you. What's your favorite part about the goalkeeping program?
Mine would be the environment, and like especially Monday nights we get out here with the boys and the girls, like national, regional, everybody's together. The standard doesn't drop and we all are comfortable in pushing each other, and I think that's what's made us so good at Independence.
Blythe, how about you? Favorite part?
I agree. I feel like the like standard that everybody sets each other to. Me and Riley have both been here since the start, and like being like one of the younger kids, like being told to like you have to be the standard of the older kids, it's like it pushes you really hard. And now that we're like the senior goalkeepers, it's like it like comes full circle, kind of.
Yeah, you're getting old. You have to be role models, right? Role models for like Grayson. So if you think about it, where do you want this position to take you, Grayson, down the road? Where do you see yourself?
I want to be a professional goalie.
Professional goalie. For what team do you want to play for?
Manchester United.
Oof. I mean, you can do that now. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
right? Blythe, how about you? Where do you see yourself?
I want to play in college.
Riley, obviously, going to college, going to NC State.
Yeah.
Where do you see yourself after the game? Or do you see the game continuing on for you?
I'm not sure. I can see it continuing on, and I can see myself maybe taking on like a coaching position somewhere, maybe back at the club, but
Oh, it's like a job interview.
it's gonna
It's impressive.
It's gonna be a while before I'm completely done with soccer.
Okay, that's a good answer. So, kind of the culture we created in the goalkeeping program. What do you guys, if you went away and you had to talk to someone about it, what would you say that sets us apart from maybe someone else?
Just like it's like a family almost.
Yep.
And like everyone has high standards for each other, but at the end of the day, like we're all there for each other. And yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I agree. Like you see somebody out in red at the field and you're walking up to them and asking them like how they're doing, what's the score of their game. Like we're comfortable talking to each other, and I think it shows how we train.
Yeah, and I think from the staff and you guys, right, we have a really strong coaching staff as well as players. You guys kind of set that standard, and it's important that you guys carry that on, especially when like you two leave, you come back. We always have kids coming back because of the standard we set and the culture. Everybody likes being around it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now I think we have some pictures, right, that we want to show to you guys.
This is gonna make me cry.
You guys remember these photos?
Oh wow.
Grayson, I think that photo is when you were like just tiptoeing into the position, right? Early days.
First started playing goalie.
First started playing goalie. Blythe,
I don't
tell us a little bit about yours. Do you remember that moment?
know.
No.
Did you have a goalie jersey?
Riley, how about your picture? What's
I can't all. Makes me sad.
It's such a great picture, right? Tell us a little bit about that.
I don't really remember it, but my mom always shows me.
Your mom always shows that one.
Yeah.
To think, obviously, you can look at the positive now. You're usually not facing the back of the net grabbing soccer balls now. You're keeping
Why
out.
she has me in the net, like all posed up.
So what makes you so emotional about that, Riley?
Because it's like now I'm old.
Yeah, you're old. I even had your mom, we were sending pictures, and your mom was, I think, pretty much in tears and stopped sending me pictures because she was so sad, right? And someone like you who's in Blythe a year out, like you guys will be ending your time here with the club, and you've been such a big part. So seeing these memories, right, are, you know, it's tough, right? Because it's been a long, fun road for you guys. And then you have the opposite, right? You got Grayson who's just starting his journey, right, and doing really well at it, right? And we have a picture of him. I don't even think he's wearing the right top. I think you would have been kicked out of training if you wore that to keeper training, right? Mention what jersey you guys were wearing there.
Carolina Rapids.
Yeah.
The early Carolina Rapids days.
Before it was even Independence, but yeah, I mean, I've been with the club since I was like playing rec ball, like U9 pool training at Rapids.
Yeah, I started like in Denver, like rec, like co-ed. I think I was like 6 with Rapids.
That's just, you guys are such a big part of the club too, right? And Grayson, you jumped right into the program when we were Independence, right? So you've had the opportunity to wear that badge throughout.
I play Youth Academy.
The Youth Academy, were you guys Rapids Youth Academy or was it Independence?
They were Independence.
We did have a lot more pictures too that we didn't get to that are going to make you guys, they're pretty silly, pretty fun ones, but we'll use them for a later date.
I'm scared.
You should be scared. Come on, come on. So I appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to come out and chat about the goalkeeping program. I know I said it a couple times already, but you guys are so important to what we do here at the club, right? Us as a staff, we can put pieces together, but you guys are the ones that really make everything go. So once again, appreciate your time coming out, and just remember how important you play a role in this club, what we do on and off the field, and I want to thank you for that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Didn't mean to make you cry. If you want the other photos, I
Yeah, let me see all the ones she sent.